Okay, good. You. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen live at the 19th Annual Garden State Film Festival. We are at the A Shared Universe Podcast Lounge located inside the Berkeley Oceanfront Hotel. Again, my name is Ming. I'm here with
CJ Cullen,
the host, the co-host of co-hosts, and these fine gentlemen here to my left. I feel severely underdressed. I didn't get the memo that we were supposed to be wearing tuxes. Well, we have John, we have Jacob, we have Ben.
That's tomorrow night.
You missed the memo. Oh, they were tonight. Why else would we be wearing tuxes if it wasn't tonight?
And they are from the film Dangerous Fantasy.
That's a great name.
Which is amazing. I immediately am intrigued.
Yeah.
Showing literally they're podcasting with us, and then it's gonna screen
right over here,
right over across the hall. How are you guys?
Well, doing quite well. Mm-hmm. Feeling good. Yeah. We're looking good. Well, right. Two out of three of us are looking pretty good. I don't know what Ben's doing.
And the well-dressed gentleman here also drove about 3 hours to get here for the screen.
More. Did you really? Where'd you drive from?
Maryland.
Oh wow!
We just had some Maryland boys on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had Ken Arnold. He's a Maryland native. I lived there for 4 years. I know strong things come out of Maryland. Old Bay Seasoning, Cal Ripken Jr. The Metro.
Yeah,
very strong things.
John Waters.
This checks out. This is your identification. You've checked out.
Oh yeah, Babe Ruth, the Inner Harbor. Like I could go on and on, but we know this. What city did you come from?
The Wire.
Baltimore City.
Oh, okay, the Baltimore City. It's that's fantastic.
Yeah.
The Dangerous Fantasy. Where, what, when, why, how?
I want them to answer all the early questions. Go ahead.
I'm the commissioner of a fantasy football league who is slowly losing his mind because my league members don't need me as much as I would like them to.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Have you played any fantasy sports before?
When I was younger, and then I get so frustrated that I had to quit. I had to stop.
Yes. You can't quit though. It ruins the entire league. You can't quit.
Well, I stopped doing it after the season because there was one season I just stopped doing everything and I came dead last. And I was like, let me see where I can come if I don't do anything, and dead last, of course. And never did it again.
That's amazing. So I assume you guys are big fantasy football players or fantasy sports players. What inspired this? Did you have a commissioner that was slowly losing it?
It was inspired by the real events. It was a film that's essentially based on actual events.
This is a
so Jake
mockumentary.
is, in fact, the commissioner of a fantasy football league, and we decided to do it in real life in an absurdist style. So I don't play fantasy. I was just along for the ride.
Sure.
So is it like more of a documentary?
It's a mockumentary. Right. It's both things.
Is it a cautionary tale as well? I was like, geez, I don't, you might, DraftKings, it's not good for you.
It could cause some harm. It could cause some harm. Sure, right. Yeah, the premise in essence is when we did the actual draft in real life, we decided we want to make this as actually literally absurd as it can be. So we bought commercial grade fog machines. We
for
designed
the
draft. The live draft.
That's
2 summers ago.
That's great.
We hired an intern, which is a kid from the local high school. Give him $20.
Did he know what was going on?
Did he get shot in the leg?
How much does any kid in high school know what's going on?
Right, and he got paid. What intern gets paid? None of them. So
it's a good gig.
You paid the intern?
We paid the intern.
Yeah. Wow, you didn't shoot him Goodfellas style?
No, we let him live. Which was good of us.
There you go.
So we did an absurd draft and then decided to make a film adaptation thereafter.
That's brilliant. Has there been anything film-wise based around the world of fantasy football?
The closest thing I can think of is The League, the TV show.
Okay,
that is actually much more involved in fantasy football than this actually is.
Okay.
This is a very loose framework for a crazy person, I think.
Right. I play fantasy sports, and now it's huge. But I remember getting made fun of it. It's like,
when it first started, right?
What are you, your GM now? Like, okay, great. But I remember I played fantasy baseball, and I remember sitting on pins and needles watching like a Tampa Bay Rays game versus like somewhat like the Toronto Blue Jays, and it's to me, I need those 2 points.
Right, it suddenly matters.
And it's the World Series to me, and I'm like, please just get a hit. I need to.
And you're in a bar in New Jersey watching this, and everyone's not caring, but you're
nobody
like,
cares. But yeah, you're cheering for the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm like, why? It's because I need those 2 points to crush my head-to-head appointment for the week.
That's exactly right.
And,
yeah. The idea there, like the kernel in there of what you said of taking things that don't actually matter and feeling like they matter more than anything, more than your loved ones, more than your bank account. We took that and said, okay, what if we like embodied that in someone who was losing their mind, right? And this person who was saying like these things that matter actually matter more than anything else in my life.
Right. I mean, reality, insanity, all that, it's all relative. So, wow. And fantasy sports can drive you crazy. I've been there. I've been there. I wanted that little bobblehead statue for my 2011 team, man. And like the $100 I was gonna win, like that. But I put my life on hold at moments just so I could possibly get that.
100%.
So fantasy is big in football, but I guess you said also baseball. Right. Is there any other sports that they have fantasy leagues?
I mean, they have it for everything, but there's like
bowling.
I bet you there's a
if
fantasy.
If you got money, somebody will take it for you to gamble on that sport. 100%.
Yeah, I know. I remember I heard about fantasy golf. I'm like, get out of here.
Really?
And like, nope. You draft whatever plays. Vijay Singh or whatever, Tom Kite, or and it's high stakes, man. It's high stakes. That is awesome. When did you conceive of this? This whole, the first idea was like, oh, I got an idea.
We kind of had an inkling before the season started that, like, maybe we'll wind up shooting a video about this. Like, it could be, we knew we wanted to make it a little ridiculous. It wound up lending itself to making a video. So in the middle of the season, Jake is in fact like a practitioner of meditation. And in the middle of the season, as the commissioner of the league, he actually in real life went on a 6-week silent meditation retreat. No phone, no phone, no contact.
6 weeks.
He was gone.
Right.
In today's day and age, it's like incredible.
Like into the start of the playoffs.
Right. And so
so you just I'm assuming you made the playoffs and your fantasy league.
Well, I left 6 weeks into the season as the commissioner and as a manager of a team, and I said I need to go to my meditation retreat. So I gave my team to John.
You did. Okay. For him to manage. Okay. I don't know if you just left it, not dormant, but you was like, I can't. I'm gonna leave. Whatever happens.
I left the codes to John. I emailed them to him, and then.
And what happened when you came back? Are you allowed to reveal?
In the movie or in real life?
Either.
A little
in real life, I actually went on the retreat. In the movie, my character did not. But when I came back in real life, we're big Ravens fans. And for the 6 weeks I was on silent meditation retreat, the Ravens won every single game.
Really?
And was the MVP of those 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And my fantasy team.
So did you go away another 6 weeks?
It was euphoric. That phone call.
I remember. Yeah, they went on that crazy winning streak.
Crazy winning. And I was fully away from my phone, fully away from everything, meditating like 8 hours a day.
Jake, let me have you explain to them what you do to intimidate other teams and to have them make. And to create a feeling that they need their commissioner and need help.
Right. Well, before we conceived of the idea for the film, I like to keep teams who I'm playing like kind of on edge.
Sure.
Like and I love the idea of like threats in the mail to just intimidate my opponents to give myself and my team an advantage. So like one was
psychological warfare.
That's right. I set many threats.
That's insane.
One was a threat that was in the theme of, or it was like in the same wording as the anthrax threats that were in the 2000s. Yeah. One was a boiled cow skull that I sent to a player, and
no like pigs, like from the Joker from the Suicide Squad.
My dad's a dairy farmer, so we have a lot of cow skulls.
Okay, he used what was available.
Right. Used what's available. Right. And And so I would send these threats in the mail, but you can't send a threat in the mail without putting a return address on it. I'm too honest, so I didn't put my own return address on it.
You put your real return address?
Yeah. I got flagged for the cow head. I got flagged, and it ended up costing me like $100 to overnight it. It got flagged, and it took like an extra week, and it was a week late.
It was
a mess. But
organic. cow's head,
Right.
which
Should be
decomposes.
Right, it's a free country, and yet it costs a guy $150 in 2 weeks of his life to send a cow head to his buddy in Ohio.
I mean,
this country,
just because it has bullet holes in the skull.
elaborate for sure. Elaborate, intimidating for sure.
Right. How would you feel if you got a cow head saying, if you start Ezekiel Elliott, this will be you?
That's just like waking up in a bed with a horse head.
That's exactly right.
Pretty much.
That's right.
They could have started Zeke Elliott. Nothing. That's. I mean, I'm sure that really didn't help them out in the end.
And the problem was no one was listening to my threats. No one was listening to my threats, and so and I couldn't. I don't know. So this is the frustrating thing that in the film that I deal with is that people aren't taking my threats seriously enough.
We are working on a sequel this summer, and in reality, there is a new anonymous threatener of the commissioner who's been sending him his own death threats.
I have received
some
various
seven
notes in the mail.
death threats.
One had had some teeth in it, like human 45 teeth.
Human
that are
teeth?
bloody. Yeah, human bloody teeth.
Okay.
And a bloody rag. I'm like, there's too many teeth in here for a single human, and I don't know why.
Credit to the sender. I wouldn't know where to get even a couple human teeth.
I mean, he might be in this room right now.
Right.
That's
he could be in this room.
Could be in this room right now. Yeah, I have a hunch.
Ming, do you have something to say?
I mean, I wouldn't have started Zeke Elliott anyway. So you sent me a cow's head. I was like, okay, fine. I won't start him. I guess.
Anyhow, buddy. Thanks for the cow's head.
Yeah. Like he's overpaid anyways. So
No place on my league. Yeah.
So this film is going to be playing in a few minutes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
That's right.
So
first time
run
seeing
to
it
the
on the
theater.
screen. That's
Really? First time big screen crowd?
Well, we did play it at this past year's
yeah.
draft on a. How big is that projector?
Oh, we did
40
that.
inches.
Yeah, a couple.
A reasonable size.
Yeah, so that was nice. Yeah, it's nice. Like the film informs the new season of the league. The league informs the next film.
yes.
So it's the line gets real blurred.
Right.
The line gets real blurred.
I love this. I can't I'm so happy
get
that
you a link,
somebody.
We're gonna get you a link.
Oh yeah, I want to watch this immediately.
Yeah. This should be something like you go down Atlantic City. Now they got the big gigantic
Oh my
screens
God,
of the
the
gambling.
Wil-
You just
the
put it. You
William
just sneak
Hill,
it on in there.
Yeah, the William Hill, with the betting lines and everything. Oh my God.
Jake didn't mention he wears a terrifying clown, like killer clown outfit to the draft every year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
with
Like
the,
ICP?
He's a juggalo.
There's a Joker of ICP.
I got it.
If you remember in the second Pirates of the Caribbean, he has the multiple eyes on Jack Sparrow. He's got that going on, and then the eyes on his eyelids, so you don't know if he's actually looking at you.
The original character that we based the commissioner on was Stanley Tucci's character in The Hunger Games.
Yep. Yeah.
Season 3.
Oh, yeah.
A magnanimous lunatic.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
Coiffed hair and big eyes.
Was it you or one of us was talking about? He's analogous to Willy Wonka on acid.
Yeah. Sort of like a 2x speed Willy Wonka on acid.
Yeah.
Wow.
But real detached with like a little more of an edge. Like he's embittered about something.
Yeah.
Has it always been like this? Every year you come up with some elaborate threatening.
So I was in the league for 10 years.
Sure.
And that league, I was in Vietnam with this guy, and while I was in Vietnam, no one could get a hold of me, and they ended the league out of nowhere. At 10 years in the league, and they just ended, and I didn't get invited to the new one. So I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, that's crap.
I'm gonna make my own league.
Yeah.
So I invited friends and got them together, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it.
Yeah.
And
Oh, my.
And I'm gonna do my jokes, and they won't laugh at them. And if they don't, I'm gonna still do the jokes. And so that's what we do.
So the adaptation this year has been, or the natural evolution is this. We've tried to turn it into sort of like a Soviet era Politburo kind of thing, right? So what we unveiled is we had people take a vote. It was a sham vote.
Right.
Of instituting what's called an independent judicial review board.
Okay.
So we're fining managers in the league actual real world money for the behavior of the players that they draft.
Wow.
So who the very first one?
Well, maybe not the first one.
Washington.
Don't want to talk about the
We
first
don't
one.
wanna talk about the
Melvin Gordon, for instance, got a DUI during the season. He's a running back for the Denver Broncos. That's behavior of a manager who owns Melvin Gordon that reflects poorly on my league.
Oh,
and
sure.
so we need to discipline the manager who owns Melvin Gordon.
How are they going to learn?
How are they gonna learn? Yeah,
Character
if you're not thinking about the character of these players you draft,
Sure.
you have no place in this league, right?
Right.
And we're going to take your money.
Yeah, we're
so
gonna take your money. Sorry.
here's your fine.
Did you find them? That's
Wow, I love that there's a morals clause in this league. That's amazing. Well, I want to get you guys to your premiere and screening, but I love the ideas. I love this movie already. I haven't even seen a frame of it.
No, it sounds
I love
great.
you guys. I love the tuxes. I love everything. I cannot wait to watch this. Great luck. I hope the reaction is, I want to see you guys getting carried out on your shoulders. I want to see fireworks here at Asbury Park.
We'll hear the cheers and laughter from across the hall.
I want to see the mayor of Asbury give you guys keys to the city, and perhaps maybe start your own sports franchise here in Asbury Park. Perhaps we do not have a professional any
not around here.
Sports here. Yeah, the sky's the limit.
We could be seeing it all in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, congratulations, guys! Thank you for coming all the way up from Maryland, and great luck, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Dangerous Fantasy, everybody. 19th annual Garden State Film Festival continues all this weekend. Catch films live. Catch them online, gsff.org. Thank you, CJ. Thank you so much, guys. I have a great here. Thank you. Have a great screening, everybody, and we'll talk to you guys soon.